My name's Gareth Lloyd. I'm director of Amoria Bond. I've been working with Mark Whitby for probably since we'd set the business up, which was about 6.5 years ago. Worked with him from everything from coaching at sort of director level through to training and development of rookies, right up to billing managers, all the way through the business, and he's been fantastic in every area so far. Otherwise, we wouldn't be working with him still. Working with a coach one-to-one allows you to have real accountability to your own activities and your own KPIs, critical success factors, your billing review performances, looking at your budgets. I think as owners and directors of businesses, you often neglect working on your business, and actually using Mark to help me work on my business and facilitate and coach me to make the right decisions rather than going with gut reaction and actually do the analysis. That accountability has been probably the biggest success that I've had with Mark. Yeah, I think we've recently opened in Asia Pacific. We've recently opened in Singapore, and actually coming up with the plan of how we were going to operate and open there was key. And if I go into some specifics on that, we've got a management team within my division of probably 6 key individuals. And what I was able to do with Mark was look at what level each of them were at, and define what I needed to improve or coach or train with them in order to get them to the right level in order to facilitate the actual opening of that office. So we looked at individual personnel, we looked at how they were operating currently, what skills they were going to need in order to, for example, open the actual Singapore office, continue running the UK businesses when I wasn't here, what gaps that were missing within the teams, and what I had to do to fill those in order to get to a point that we could actually define the date and timeline that we were actually going to do it. The value of using Mark on a project like the Singapore project is, as a business owner, you tend to go on gut feeling, and the reason you're successful in that business is because your gut feeling is usually is the right decision, why you opened the business in the first place. However, sometimes when you're having doubts about those decisions, to actually sit down with someone else, review the specifics of why you're doing it, and give you the confidence to carry on with that mission, basically. So it just made me and the other directors be a lot more thorough in the decision making and the timeline, and it really just gave us the time and the space to actually flesh out the plan. I think that would be it. So through coaching and training, you're in a position where you actually think, you know what, I haven't thought about that, or I haven't structured it. I knew that, but I hadn't put the real meat on it to say this is how we're going to do it. So I think that the most successful part of the coaching was actually adding the meat onto the bone of the plan to then guarantee to the rest of the business it was the right decision to do it, and we could do it in that timeline, provided we stuck to the plan. The outcome of that coaching period is that we opened the business on time, within the timescales that we said we were going to do it. There's been minimal disruption to business as usual. The UK business is still at its highest number of contractors that it's been at since the year dot. So we haven't taken a hit from a GP perspective in the UK, and the business in Singapore is now already up to 8 people, and not trading profitably yet, but will finish the year on as a profitable business, which is an amazing achievement, I think.